Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. If you resonate with the title and or the thumbnail, this is the perfect reading for you. Delivered at the perfect time, courtesy of the universe through the language of synchronicity. This is a timely reading, so if you're watching it at this time, it's the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it's been a while since I posted this, what was going on in your life back then? That could give you further clarity as to your situation now. Here we have the underlying energy for this reading, the Empress. So the Empress embodies the qualities of all four queens from the Minor Arcana because she's had life experience and has still managed to stay on her designated path. She is known to be pregnant with possibilities. Sometimes she could even be pregnant. So if you're not wanting to be pregnant, keep that in mind. You're very fertile at this time. And this energy is, she's growing wheat at the bottom of her feet. And this represents her ability to grow what she wants. She's like a magnet to possibilities. And the wheat represents her ability to have bumper crops. She, because she puts her plans into place and does the best to do so and then lets it go. She's in the flow. So if, let's say she decides she's going to grow wheat, she's going to decide, is this wheat or is this durum? Now, which field would be the best field to put it in? And check the soil. Does the soil need amending? Does it need fertilizing? She has to make sure that all the rocks and the stones are picked so that the seeding and harvesting equipment won't get wrecked by it. And also then she needs to plant it at the most opportune time possible. After she does all this, she just waves her magic wand and says, okay, nature, do your thing. She's an organic farmer, so she does not spray. And then we have this energy here, the Ace of Pentacles. The Pentacles are representing health, wealth, and happiness in the third dimensional world. And this is representing this energy here. She is being rewarded by the universe and God in collaboration for staying on her destined path. The Pentacles represent, health, wealth, and happiness in the 3D. And a big part of that, of course, is money. And that's why the Pentacles are shaped as coin. It's actually the element of earth. And so the Pentacle energy, you could have all the money in the world, but still not have your health or have love in your life. And so then you wouldn't be living the ideal lifestyle. This is talking about living the ideal lifestyle because you've stayed on your path of glory here. And that's shown through the opening here in the portal. And then we have the energy of the Two of Pentacles. Now, Two of Pentacles represents multitasking, and multitasking is a great skill to have. It's, really beneficial, but you have to be careful that you're not just busy to be busy. That's what this represents in the background. You see this wave with a smaller ship, and then they progressively get larger. This is talking about how being busy can gain momentum. And before you know it, you have more quantity than quality work, and you're redoing, having to loop back. This is, you don't want to be busy just to stay busy. And this is also saying you may be juggling, especially lifestyle issues, like maybe your home life and your business life, or maybe you are working two jobs so that you are able to pay the bills. This could be an energy of maybe you're going to school as well as going to work to pay for the schooling. So that there's a lot of juggling going on. But this card is saying juggle your options, but never juggle your morals. And then we have the Seven of Cups. And so cups in tarot represent love, and quite often romantic love, but it can be love of anyone or anything. And it can also be love of something you love to do or be. So this is talking about a lot of opportunities coming in. Opportunities quite often are disguised as challenges. And so sometimes you have to look into these challenges, and you'll see the possibilities of an opportunity being there. And this, each of these cups has a different gift in it, and each of them has its possibilities and challenges. You're like a black hole, just sucking in opportunity, like, and this is like a really good place to be. But just like a black hole, you are the center of your universe. You have to put your own spin on it and make each of these cups your own. So it's up to you to decide, okay, which cup do I want to work with right now, and how am I going to go about doing it? Bringing your own special qualities into the picture so that you have the opportunity of your lifetime. And then this is talking about victory. So victory after some sort of competition or battle, whatever this is. This person, it's saying that you have proven yourself to be a leader, that you have leadership qualities. There's, the people behind here, they look a little disgruntled, some of them, but they have to admit that, you won, you are a leader, and you can see how proud this is. Now, the reason that you won this battle or this competition is because you were able to rein in your emotions and give your best performance. So you were able to keep your shift together under stress, and that's showing great leadership skill. The wands in tarot represent the element of fire, and this is about, they're made of wood, and wood feeds fire. So this is about passionate action, but controlled. Look at how the horse is even listening for, okay, what would you like me to do next? And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. So there's a lot of reward coming in. Now, there's only 10 pentacles in tarot. So this would be like, a multimillionaire energy. And this is a very good lifestyle. This is talking about pre-Empress energy. Pre-Empress energy comes about, as I said, like if the Empress has 4, the qualities of all 4 queens from the minor arcana. This is saying that whatever, having to juggle your lifestyle and recognize opportunities in the challenges has you're a leader because you were able to keep your emotions in check and discipline your mind to have the best result possible. Sorry, my cat has happy feet. She loves being in the readings, and when she has happy feet like this, she's got a pretty good purr going. You probably can't hear it because I have a noise canceling mic on. But cat's purrs actually raise the vibration to a point where it heals and also lowers blood pressure. And so I figure we could all use a little bit of that these days. And she'll settle down here in a minute. She just got... her feet are going and she's purring away. She's in the zone. All right, we have 3 pentacles here and 6, which adds up to 9. And this energy would be, as I said, this is like doing very well. This is multimillionaire energy. This is a legacy that you can hand down to your children. And because you were able to keep your emotions and your discipline your mind so that you were able to give the best performance. You aced it, basically. And then this is talking about, she has her hand on these 6 pentacles and these 3. So this is about 2/3, 1/3. And so this is saying that she has learned this ratio. I always think of Nikola Tesla here because he spoke a lot about this ratio a lot. If you only knew the beauty of the 3, 6, 9, then you would have the key to the universe. And this falcon here represents that ability to have the foresight, to send this bird out to take a good look at the big picture for her. And so this is saying she knows she needs to keep her hand on 2/3 of what she has, the 6 pentacles, to pay her bills and meet her, for requirements, and also have a little extra in case of emergency or, appliances breaking down, that type of energy. And then she's got these 3 here to invest. And so she might use one for like more dangerous investments, more risky ones, but that have a high return. And, she can accept the loss if because it's a small portion of what she has. And if she wins, then it's going to definitely increase her financial portfolio. And then this is talking about maybe giving to charity and maybe saving up for a vacation for the family, that type of energy. We have the King of Pentacles. So there are lots and lots of pentacles in this reading. And so the King of Pentacles is someone who is known to have a real strong business acumen, highly respected because of this. This energy usually attracts people who are in the banking industry, at least a bank manager level and higher up. And also this could represent, a head financial advisor of a large corporation. This could be an entrepreneur who's doing exceptionally well. Because of the earth element, this quite often represents real estate, land, land developers, builders, contractors, that type of energy. Real estate agents that are dealing with, higher, $1 million properties and up, and also commercial real estate. This can represent the energy of, I think that I've covered most of it. I'm trying to think of any other. So accountants, financial advisors, that type of energy. If it's someone who's an accountant, a financial advisor, insurance salespeople, retirement planners, wealth management individuals, they would be most likely to be a partner in a well-established firm. And then the king here, on his robe, you notice all the grapes that are on there. That's because grapes in tarot represent luxury, and that he has the ability to live a very luxurious lifestyle. And also, if he can grow grapes, that's considered, it's not easy to grow grapes. And people who can do it, especially if they can make money off of it, are considered to be very good at business. And then we have this energy here of the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is some sort of action that you have taken or other people are taking towards you. I feel that this, it can be both. We can take a look. The arrows seem to be coming to the king or from the king. But the pre-empress energy is sitting right beside the king. Now this, if you don't have someone in your love life, this could represent maybe someone that's interested in you in that way. They see you as someone who's got a lot of potential, and this wouldn't have to necessarily be for love, but it might be someone that thinks maybe you have a business that you've launched or some project in there, thinking I wouldn't mind backing that or having something to do with that project. But there's also a King of Cups here. So this can represent the same king energy, but he is not only interested in backing some sort of project or work, project, business or etc., but he's also interested in offering a cup of love. So this is someone. And the King of Cups is sitting out in the middle of all this water here. And you notice it's very rough. In tarot, rough water like that represents volatile emotion and a lot of chaotic energy. So sometimes this can represent, if this is your energy, this can represent having, learned how to control your emotions, which we already talked about here. So, and learned how to, the 369, how to invest, how much to invest in yourself and invest in others and who to do it with, etc. Having that discernment. So this energy could be talking, this could be representing, all of this could be representing your energy, or this could be representing, this King of Cups coming in from external forces wanting to offer you a cup of love. It looks like it's sitting right on the busy card. So they might be busy with something happening in their own life that is really chaotic. and they know they can't offer this cup of love yet because they don't have they have to clean this up, whatever this is. But when they do, that's what their intention is. He has his right foot forward. So when he feels it's an opportune time to offer this cup of love, that's when he will. Now, again, this could just be talking about, wanting to back an investment or back some sort of business or something you've launched, or this could represent this could be your energy. And this could be someone from outside watching you and saying, hey, or you could be the person from outside watching this energy and saying, hey, I'm really interested. I'd like to ask you out. And we have the Hermit. So yeah, definitely I feel like this energy is saying after a dark night of the soul. A dark night of the soul is when something has happened that has been really challenging, and the Hermit energy is when you go inward, and the Hermit climbs a mountain so that he can isolate himself from everybody and, get some feedback from God and from the universe. Okay, what should I do next here? And when his lantern is full of the light of the North Star, which is representing your destined path, that's what the reward here is for following the North Star energy. Then he takes action. He comes down from the mountain and takes action. Because we started off with this energy, and because we're talking about this as the overall energy, this all could be your energy, one person's energy, and talking about how you made it to Empress status. And it also, I feel like it also could be that there's a King of Cups that wants to offer you a cup of love, but he is in a situation right now where he's very busy and can't, he knows he doesn't have the time right now, or something's up and he has to clean it up before he would approach you. And then we have going off to calmer waters with God. So definitely this is this King of Cups energy. I feel this is an external force. And I feel this is talking about the collective energy here, how you became an empress, because this is, the qualities that you showed. And this is someone that is interested in offering you a cup of love, but he's going through a real major turmoil in his life right now. And you notice here how there's the rough water here, and he's sitting in the rough water. And then this is talking, the swords in tarot represent your mental intelligence, your discipline of your mind. And the King of Cups is known for being very emotionally available of all the kings. He's the most solid love offer. But I feel like he's going through something at this time and wants to offer you a cup of love, and plans to as soon as whatever chaos is going on in his life. He's actually gone inward to confer with God, to confer with the universe, meditate, pray, to understand, okay, what's the fastest way I can calm this situation down, get to calmer waters so that I can approach this energy. And this can sometimes represent, an inner child energy, something that needs to be healed from inside, because there's some sort of mental battle going on inside. And so this can sometimes talk about, there's an adult and a child here with these two swords, and maybe he needs to do some inner work, and he recognizes it about something that's holding him back from being able to embrace this energy. Sometimes this can represent, like, maybe something happened in his childhood that made him feel like he can't trust love or that type of energy, and he knows this and he wants to get through it. So this is representing this conveyor, has this long pole, and it has to push off hard to get away from this rough energy. It's challenging to explore your shadow side, but once you do that, then it allows you to move forward. And this could be talking about your energy before this happened, but I feel more that this is an external force, and you might have had to do that as well. And so, he recognizes that you would understand what this is kind of energy, if that makes sense to you. This is almost giving me like a divine couple energy, that you would understand each other because you've been through similar circumstances, and this is your energy, the collective, and this is the outside, or you're this outside and this is the collective. But I feel, because I'm reading for my collective, that you're the Empress energy, and this is someone that would really like to approach you and offer you a cup of love, but he understands that he needs to do some work on himself before he does so. All right, so we have from the bottom to the top and back down again, a reward coming in of a much better lifestyle. You've launched a project, or this is launched already. Whatever is happening is in the works. A King of Cups wants to offer you love, but he has to clear up some energy first. This is talking about him going and doing that. He's doing it right now as we speak, because he sees you as his Empress. And it would be I feel that he sees you as someone that he could have a really good lifestyle with. The king, having this energy and not being so busy, not having to juggle all the time. I feel that's the basic thing. I feel he's just really, really busy and wants to clean up some loose ends so that he can, and I feel the loose ends have to do with business. I don't know, I'm picking up a lot of energy on that. So if you've enjoyed the reading up to here and you're leaving it and you're going, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, this is the reading for you. Give it a like and comment if you've enjoyed it. It really does help me build a channel, and I would really appreciate it if you do. Also consider subscribing if you resonate. I would be honored if you did so. Now I'm going to clarify for you if you want further clarification. And we have, I'm using my Oracle Tales from the Vector. This is something that I began back in 2007. And in 2020, I'm an artist. I completed all 64 paintings. This is Tales from the Vector, and my website is talesfromthevector.com. I do have a gallery with all the paintings in it, and these are the numbers on the paintings. So if you want to take a look at it, you'll be able to take, I'll put in the description box below the cards as they appear here, so you know which paintings to look for, and the information will be below. So there's some sort of justice coming in. I feel that justice is basically whatever you've been through. I feel like you've been through something, but this reading is starting when you're getting the reward for staying on your path. And this is you achieving Empress status and saying, like, I'm pretty sure you're going to have a bumper crop. And then we have the Emperor and the Empress energy here. I do feel that maybe this King of Cups energy realizes that if he wants to match your energy, he has to do some cleaning up in his own life here. And before he offers you this cup, he wants to match this energy because he sees you as his Empress, and he sees that you're a little bit ahead of him. And because we have the Emperor energy here, and we have the Empress energy. So in between these is having the courage to face that type of energy. And what better time than during a new moon or a full moon? This is talking, there might be some hidden illusions, etc. With this inner child energy, it could be something that happened in childhood, and just it's preventing him from opening his heart up all the way. Like he hasn't quite, he has the potential to be an emperor. I feel this is talking about his struggle here. And then this is talking about you after you had that struggle, if that makes sense. and then all together, if I feel this would be a divine couple. We've already discussed what the energy is. If you have someone who's high level performance, like the Emperor, this is he wears his armor underneath his robe because he is always ready for a challenge or whatever he needs to do to be at the top of his game. And he wants to match this Empress energy. He would be all four kings rolled into one, which is why this king could represent that energy. We have the Hermit here. So it's saying again, and it's sitting right on the Hermit. So yeah, I'm saying that both of you have gone through this Hermit energy. You just ahead of the curve. That's the energy. And then we have the Shooting Star. So this is having a really good attitude when you're in the middle of all of this. You know, if you're wishing on a star, it means you don't have it yet. Like, you don't make a wish. If you're making a wish, it means you don't have something that you want. And a lot of people, like, they'll see a shooting star and then they'll wish upon it, and then they'll just sit there. And like a year later, they're still sitting there and they're like, why hasn't anything happened? It's this energy of all these possibilities coming in. You having to put your own spin on it. You can't just sit there. You have if you want to have a strong future, you need to participate in it. And then we have, there's a major transition coming in. So this is talking, and this is, I feel like this is really, for some reason, I feel that it's justice for both of you that you get together in this energy. It's like both of you have been through very similar, this kind of is soulmate energy, that type of energy where divine couple has been, they might be very, very different, and generally are, but when they get talking to each other, they have had very similar life experiences, you know, emotional experiences, etc. You know, that maybe through different ways, but similar feelings, if that makes sense to you. And the justice is getting together and being able to be with someone who has that understanding and living this, you know, beautiful lifestyle. Like, this is a really, the ending is really good. All right. I do hope you've enjoyed this. Please do give it a like and comment if you have. Consider subscribing. I'd be honored if you did so. And I'll be back with another random reading for you soon. Oh, sorry, kitty.